It's awesome. I love the place. It is. It's a good office. I mean, what more could you want, you know? Out here every day, birds chirping, you know, getting in amongst it. It's good. Do like it, heaps.
What it does, it brings the very best out in people, the tranquility, the achievement of what they do, and the preservation of the plants. All of that is very meaningful to us as Aboriginal people.
I'm Bunjalong man from Tweedheads, Coolangatta. And one day I was at school and this car pulled up and we all hopped in and they put me in the homes. And for the next 40 years there was no culture, so I just lived around Sydney area, you know. The bush was the bush. I always knew I was Aboriginal and proud to be one. But the cultural side of things were non-existent. We know of a few 18, 20-year-olds who were in trouble with the police, turned to alcohol, drugs, both. Young girls having babies. And that's what originally part of this group, were hopefully to get a few of them out of that and to direct them to, yes, the possibilities.
I just used to look at the bush like it was nothing, like it was just a tree there, grass here. There's a lot of opportunities out there for young people, but it's still hard because young people don't see it as much.
3 years ago, the Aboriginal Liaison Officer asked us to join a conservation and land management group. So then, yes, we all got together and we find out, yeah, we're going to go to TAFE for 12 months.
Steve and I just looked at each other because, I mean, God, look how old we are. Who wants to go back to bloody school? But we thought, no, we'll do it. It's to show the younger ones that, you know, us oldies, we're quite capable of going back to school and, you know, and staying there. So come and join us, have fun. We're not here to, you know, get into you. I mean, I do ring them up when they don't turn up for TAFE and tell them, you know, get your backside here. And I mean, I do that, but...
But you bring extra lunch too?
Yeah, we bring lunches and tea and coffee and everything.
Moyengully was a real person. He was a man that lived here when Mitchell came here. Mitchell didn't come here on his own. Moyengully showed him the way. He's not a myth and he's not a Dreamtime story. He's the real thing, and that's why it's important for the men to call their group Moyengully.
The Hawkesbury Nepean Catchment Management Authority got involved with the Moyengully group when they put in a funding application for our expressions of interest for Aboriginal small funds.
Professionally, they build themselves, they're building their business by paying for infrastructure for their company.
All right, well, you ready to go?
Yeah. I could see there being a future there, and like I said, Council are keen to continue to support the group where we can.
You got the first aid, I got the stove.
And from day one I've sat in on all the activities that the land group have done. And it's been wonderful to see them developing to this stage where they've got enough knowledge to pass on to the younger generation. And that was the objective of what we were doing.
The things that we're seeing in this project with the Moyengully group is the on-ground works, okay? So we're seeing less weeds, we're seeing them get rid of weeds and fixing up the environment.
We're doing a Bush Regeneration project to clear out the two major waterways that come through here and the main public walking track. It's mostly weed removal, Bush Regeneration, and trying to give the Lamandra, Dianella, all the natural species a chance to kick back on again.
Council would like us eventually to set up a bush tucker walk on the other side of the weir.
When they're out on country and they're replanting and they're helping bush to regenerate, they're actually starting to feel country as well. They're starting to take more understanding and involvement in their cultural heritage, looking at sites, understanding what sites are here and what they're for as well.
This is pretty unique. Yeah, we haven't came across anything else. They probably had some kind of grooming motion there, like that, and they'd use the water and just probably shape an axe or probably a spear.
Even though some Indigenous people may have been taken out of their culture, as soon as you put them in here and they start working again, see that connection. There's a connection there, and they have a greater thirst maybe of knowledge. And with the technical input that TAFE can give them, plus the elders put them in, it's a great combination, and that's probably unique.
Di and Glenn have been absolutely amazing. They have stood by us, they have let us run the class. Anything that we've asked for, they have been there 100%. You couldn't get two better teachers in the world. They're absolutely amazing people. And they just fit into whatever we want to do. And the best thing about them too is that they so believe in the hands-on instead of just sitting in the classroom doing paperwork. They are so into getting out there and getting your hands dirty and learning that way, which is the best way to learn.
Their education is a mixture. It's not like our education, we go in there, this is what you're going to learn. You encompass everything, you encompass the culture, you encompass the music, the art, and all that, as well as the actual technical stuff.
With the younger blokes, we're a stepping stone really. We're open to, then that opens doorways for them to national parks, catchment management authority, the council, because then they're coming out of there with Cert 2, Cert 3 certificates that are valuable to these places. They want these certificates. You can't get in the door, most of them, for certain roles without them. So to be getting the kids these certificates and to see them actually working, like young Harley you've met today, he is actually taking it on. He's working in horticulture, loving it, doesn't want to be anywhere else. We've got another young bloke, he's got his foot in the doors at National Park. So just to be able to give them the feel of the job and then to get them, knowing what they're going to be expecting, but having them here liking it, they know what their next 10 years is, going to be roughly about.
Yes, and young Josh over there, who's only 16, he's keen as mustard.
Since I've done this course and now I can pick up weeds and know where I have to put them and do gardening for other people, I could probably make my own business out of it.
It's good to be able to just give them an idea of, the sort of career you can have, and like that, this is our office, to know that you don't have to be trapped in a building, you don't have to be in a factory, you don't have to be on a production line to get, to get paid.
I'd like to say to Rena, Steve and the whole group of Moyengully, thank you for keeping me on tracks as well. It's kind of showed me a different path.
They're like guardians to us.
Yeah, definitely.
So you've learned a lot from them?
Yeah.
Yep.
We want Moyengully to have results for our young people. We want our young people to say, well, I knew those people. They started that off. And here I am, my children are going to learn this, and so on. We want it to be a generational thing, something positive for our young people to achieve. And it's not something that's so unattainable that you have to be Einstein. No, you can just be an everyday person to succeed.